working on a Jurassic Park. I came here, there was a wire off ball shooter coil. I thought that was probably the only problem, but I was wrong. Pushed down on these fuse clips, actually mostly the ones over here, and they wide out. So what would happen is they would spread like this. They were just fatigued. We've talked about this before on Dataeast, where the end breaks like this and you just have to replace like 10 of them. But then I noticed that I see see the smoke coming off. See that? Did you see that? I gotta turn it off. Basically, none of the 50 volt coils would fire. I'd put it in the test, like on the Raptor test, and I would hit this switch and it's supposed to fire this plunger down. This is a 50 volt coil, because remember this game uses both 25 and 50 volt coils. So any kind of vertical up kicker, the flippers, the kickbacks in this laser kicker, as they call it, the Raptor, uses 50 volt coils. So you press this switch in the test and it'll fire that coil, and I would just hear a like it was trying, but it couldn't. And then I smelt this electronic smell, and then you just saw the smoke. And if I put my finger on this bridge here, it is hot as can be, even though the fuse right there did blow. That's the fuse for this bridge. But I suspect this bridge is shorted. So here I have it in that laser kick, and I don't know if you can hear it, but when I hit this switch, just listen. It's just a little But the coil is free, and the coil is good resistance, so it's not the coil. Again, we look at this bridge though, pretty sure that's smoking. That's the 50 volt bridge. Unlike over here, we've got two bridges, one for the lamp matrix and one for the low power coils. This is for the high power coils, the 50 volt coils, and I believe that's where our problem is. So here's the board out. You can see the fuse is blown, but it was still, you could still hear it trying to put power out. But anyways, we can test the bridge using my meter, set the diode function. This is the bridge lugs. The one that's offset is the positive. I want to test, put the black lead on the positive. And look, we have a dead short, 0.03. So this bridge is definitely fried. It's also hot as hell. I can't put my hand on it. That's why we saw smoke coming off. Again, I replaced a bunch of the fuse clips. I mean, look at them all. I replaced like this one. I replaced this one. I replaced this one. I replaced ones on the flipper board. So to get the bridge out, what I do is I cut one lug. So this thing was mounted like that. I just come in with my diagonal cutters and cut one lug. It gives you a little leverage, and then you can heat up from the bottom side each one of these pads and kind of wedge it out a little at a time until you release the whole thing, and then pull out that one and heat that pad up and get it out. A lot of people have problems getting this style of bridge out. Now I'm going to put a new one in with the same style, but I've seen guys using wire lead bridges on these too. That works well, but I have the original style, so I might as well use it. Alright, fresh fuse bridge in. Start a game. Oh yeah, that little Jurassic Park thing. Come on, put it in the shooter lane. Bonus. Put it in there. Put it in there. It should come out up here. It goes. 50 volt. This guy here. Yeah, the Raptor. He works quite nicely. So all the 50 volt stuff is working again. Mission accomplished.